Today we will be testing the DIY Custom Strategy Builder. Before we do, if you have not watched the first videos on the channel and the videos after that, you need to go do that now. Here at the Academy of Forex, we are building the best trading system possible as a team. You can find a link down below to sign up for TradingView. If you use that link, you'll save a little bit of money on your account. You can also find a link below to join us on Discord. If you are interested in a full list of all the indicators and strategies that we have tested along with their win rates, you can sign up for our Patreon. And you will receive a full list of all the indicators and strategies that we have tested. You can find a link to our Patreon down below in the description. We also have a Patreon-only exclusive Discord channel where we will give you a list of winning indicators, a list of winning strategies, post trade ideas, give advanced advice, and much more. So click the link below to join our Patreon. Alright, as I said, today we will be testing the DIY Custom Strategy Builder. Before we do though, I wanted to put the testing scoreboard up for everyone to see. So to date, we have tested a total of 103 different strategies, with 30 of them being winners. The best one so far was able to achieve an 84% win rate. That is the Academy of Forex indicator with the Z-score probability strategy. I will put a thumbnail of that video up on screen right now, and I will also link to it at the end of this video with that same thumbnail. That way you can go straight there and watch that video on the best strategy that we have tested so far. We've also tested a total of 989 indicators, with 406 of them being winners. The best ones so far were able to achieve a 100% win rate. Now you need to go back and watch those videos to understand the context of how they were able to achieve that. So go back and watch those videos and see what you can get out of those winning indicators. And keep in mind that we test most of these indicators and strategies on the Forex and crypto market, but they can be applied to just about any market and time frame universally. Okay, so today we are testing the DIY Custom Strategy Builder. And so a few videos back, or it's probably been more than a few now, a little while back, we tested this indicator and we kind of went through it in that video a little bit more in detail. We can run through it again, but basically what we have is this indicator allows you to build a strategy that once all the pieces are in place of your particular strategy, it will give you short signals and long signals like you see here on screen. And so if I click into it here, you can see that what we have is a few settings here at the top. Then we have our main indicator, which you can choose from any of these indicators here. We then have a series of confirmation indicators. Again, quite a few different confirmation indicators. This is the switchboard, and so this is the different indicators that you can turn on and off, and so you can see their visual side. And then down from there, we start to actually run into the different indicators and the ability to modify their settings. And so the source of video on this claims that this all-in-one TradingView indicator will shock the trading world. Now, I will say that right off, this indicator is a very cool indicator. I think it has a lot of potential to allow for some easy strategy building. Now, in that source video, they did outline a particular trading strategy that they said was a simple strategy that would work well with this indicator. The source video had it on the daily time frame and was on the chart of gold. And so the setup on the indicator itself. So for the main indicator, they had that set to the range filter. And then as far as a confirmation indicator goes, they did not actually apply a confirmation indicator. What they did was they kept the supply and demand zones checked. And so as far as on screen, and the strategy goes, the two indicators you're using is a supply and demand zone and the range filter itself. Now they did scroll down and go to the range filter here, the range filter settings, and they changed this, I believe it was 100 period to a 50 period, and everything else stayed the same. Now on a light colored chart, I did have to go in on the supply and demand. Let's see if I can't find it here. This indicator is quite a large indicator, so sometimes you do have to scroll for a while. Alright, so here's the supply and demand settings, and so on the supply side I checked it or changed it to that purple color. The demand stays the same, both of them on a 30 opacity. And so I said those are the two indicators outlined in this particular strategy. And so the source video said what you are looking for is a short signal when you are approaching the supply area. When price action comes up to a supply area, in this case, again, that's set to the purple color, then you are looking for a short signal to take place once it rejects that demand area. On the other side, you're looking for a supply zone, and so it would be this light blue zone here. And then what you're looking for, again, price to reject that supply zone and then give you a long signal. So let's go ahead and just play this forward a little bit. We'll look at a few signals here. So first of all, we'll bounce back so that way you can see it does take a little while for this indicator to load on screen, but once it does, go ahead and play it forward. You can see that this long signal does print right as this candle closes right here. And so there is no delay in the signal itself in combination with the price action. Now you can see price came down and it touched this supply zone a few times, and then finally as it bounced out and rejected it, here we get that long signal there. And the source video said what you're going to do from there is set long position. Our stop is going to be right down here at that supply zone, and then a 1 to 2 risk reward. And so we'll bring this up to about there. And so that would be the total setup. Then of course you'd play this out and see what you can get out of this trade. And you can see made a nice climb to the upside there, and that would have gotten us to our take profit. Let's go ahead and take a look at a short trade here. If we can get one set up, I think it'll actually be right here. And so we'll just go ahead and play this forward some. Alright, that was the setup right there. So we'll just bounce this back a little bit here. And as we play this forward, like so. Oops, we got a little glitch as it was loading there. Let's do it again. Hold on one moment here. Let's get it to load. So you see that price came up and it touched this demand zone right here. And then as we play it forward, you can see that we then pick up the short signal right here. So the rejection and then the signal right there. That would have been where we entered the trade. Just as before, I'm going to set a short position like so, stop there, and a 1 to 2 risk reward like so. And we'll go ahead and play it forward, and long way to drop there. I'm not sure if it's going to be able to get down all that way. Ooh, got pretty close, but then it came down and actually give us the next signal, a short signal here. Or a long signal, I'm sorry. Long signal there, and would have pretty much got us break even, a little bit of profit on that trade right there. So what I'm going to do now is Alright, so that puts us at the end of the testing right there. Before we take a look at what this was able to achieve, if you are looking for a profitable trading strategy, I highly suggest you check out the best strategy that we have tested on the channel here. It was able to achieve an 84% win rate. I'll put a screenshot up of the thumbnail to that video right now. I'll link to it up in the corner, and I'll also link to it at the end of this video with that same thumbnail. Like I said, it is a highly profitable trading strategy, was able to achieve an 84% win rate. It uses one of our custom indicators that we've developed here on the channel, as well as a TradingView indicator, and all around it is a wonderful trading strategy. I highly recommend you check that out. And so there is a lot of benefits to becoming a patron of the channel. I highly recommend it. Alright, so let's go ahead and go over the numbers on this strategy. So we did the 50 trade test like normal. Out of those 50 trades, we got 8 winning trades and 42 losing trades. It's going to put us at a 16% win rate. And so the strategy itself is definitely not a decent strategy, not something you want to trade. Now again, with that being said, I think this is still a really cool indicator. I don't think there's anything wrong with the indicator, just the strategy didn't work out quite the way the source video claimed that it would, and that's okay. Again, the indicator itself is a very cool, very robust indicator that allows you to tweak a lot of settings and make a lot of kind of minute changes, specific changes to help dial in a trading strategy with a lot of really cool indicators. And so I will play around with this indicator some and see if maybe in the next couple of videos we can't find a reasonable, decent trading strategy to use in conjunction with this indicator. But for now, this strategy, like I said, not going to work out. We're not going to call this a indicator testing video because we've already tested the indicator. We were just technically testing the strategy. So the strategy is not going to work out too well, and we will move on to the next video from here.